Hello everybody and welcome back to FM2020 with me TW1 as York City. Since last episode I played a few more little games as well. Had a little boost through a couple of games just to get into February, which we are now. I wanted to get January out of the way because there was going to be no transfer activity because I had no money and I had very little wiggle room. So let's have a quick little catch up. It's we've had a couple of weird little games actually. So on camera we saw the 3-1 win against Boston United, and then we went off camera and we beat Kettering 4-3, a late comeback. We were 3-1 down in that game. Langstaff rescued us at the end off the bench. Then we went to Blyth at home. We had Blyth at home and we beat them 4-1. We were 2-0 up very quickly and I thought we were cruising, and then we made it tricky for ourselves until Kyle McFarlane completed his hat-trick in the 86th minute. 86th? 68th. That was brilliant. I'm clearly awake today. Just come back from work. I'm a little bit tired. And then we've had a couple of weird games. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Darlington, we lost 1-0. Just going to pop into view match so you can see the stats. Yeah, we played quite well, but we only made one clear-cut chance. We made 8 half chances. So that wasn't great. Player ratings, yeah, it wasn't this game. It was the next game. And then we had Telford 1-1. And this one frustrated me more than anything. But one thing weirded me out and confused me is Paddy McLaughlin got a 9.0 and he didn't get an assist in this game. I can guarantee you that. So if I click over to York over here, we'll look over to the right. He didn't get the assist. Assist went to Bond. The goal went to McFarlane, but he made a lot of key passes and created a lot of chances, and also his tackle success rate was stunning and dribbling was very well. So he gets man of the match with 9 with no influence in the goal whatsoever. But the main man for this game that ruined it for us was Maguire, who had a 5.9. He just got disciplined for me actually. I just disciplined him. That's good English, well done me. Yeah, 5.9. He played awful. He missed 3 or 4 clear-cut opportunities in this game. I was not happy whatsoever. There we go. 10 clear-cut chances. 10! Yeah, and they had none. But 1 shot on target and drew 1-1. We were 1-0 down as well. We went 1-0 down in this game. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes this tactic just seems to die a death, and it gives me hope because it feels like I can make improvements to this. But yeah, that frustrated me greatly. Quickly on to tactics. We do have live started a tactic in the background. This is what I think my version of a similar tactic will be, but with 5 at the back, because I want something in a little bit of a different shape. So I want 3 or 4 different options, or 3 options to go into next season with. We're going to keep the shutdown tactic, but it is great at what it does. And this is what I'm going to start testing and trialing and working out. Can I get a good formation, or can I get a good performances out of this formation? Hopefully, and then I'll tweak this. This could be an off-screen activity really, and then at some point, I'll be like, bam, the tactic's ready and let's play with it. Transfer-wise, I tried to get him in. I tried to get Keith Mooney on loan. He's the guy who was at Hereford on no contract. Hull City picked him up. He's been plopped into the under-23s, and I tried to get him in on loan, but that got rejected. And out, we did sell someone. Where's transfer history? There it is. McNulty's gone. He's gone to Macclesfield, 2 leagues above. They are in League 2, so they're 2 divisions above. The bottom of the league, they're going down, and they've got McNulty in. I can see why, as a fringe player in your squad, he would be good on £500 a week, because he's got good leadership expertise, and he'd be great for the dressing room. So for a club that's getting relegated, he wouldn't be bad for them. his contract does expire at the end of the year. I am paying a little bit of his wages, but we got rid of that, which I'm very happy about. I tried to get rid of a couple other players, and that means the wage budget is in the positive. So we actually have 407 in the bank, which is our money. So I could try and get someone in for 400 quid a week. I'm going to try and keep it like that, leave it like that, and hope the board gives us more, what's it called? Like the transfer percentage fee. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, but I know what I mean. The board's not happy with me this month because we failed the FA Cup trophy, the FA trophy, and I didn't realise that. The other thing I spotted that I haven't spoke about very, very quickly is transfer clauses. There is this guy called here, which is Ben Godfrey, called here. He's called Ben Godfrey. A lot of people will know him. I know him because I live near Norwich. We've got a 10% sell-on fee on him. So this is why I want to get up the transfer revenue percentage up. Because if he moves in the summer, which he could do, for anywhere near his value, we're going to get some money from him. It's about 500,000 at the moment, if do some quick maths. If he goes for his value, I'll get in transfer funds, working on the percentage that I'm working on. If I can get my percentage up and he goes for big money to some club, any of the British clubs really, hopefully like United or Man City for 40, 50, 60 million, that could be like $1 million to $3 million for me in the transfer funds, and that will fund us for the next 1 to 2 seasons, maybe 3, and that could be huge for us. I could rebuild the whole squad for that. Talking about rebuilding the whole squad, if you go into contracts and it's going to expiry, all of these players go into expire next year, or the end of this season. They expire at the end of this season. That means I have 4 players who are signed beyond the end of this season, and they expire at the end of next season. So this summer is going to be interesting. I also cannot get any of these players to re-sign for anywhere near what they want to, because they're in great form at the moment and they all want pay rises, and I can't do that because I don't want to ruin the wage structure again. So I've got to hope until the end of the season, hope none of them sign for another club, bring back the ones that I want, get rid of the ones that I want, and then next summer I'm going to do a lot of work of bringing in new players and fleshing out this squad. It might be a good thing. It might be a good thing to clear out the dead wood. Talking of that and going back to the tactic, in the last episode I didn't explain that the person who built this tactic, I think it's Cappy, it is linked in this episode as well, I'll link it in this episode as well. If you go to the link screen and you look at his tactic, he uses York City as an example. But he also ripped out the starting 11 and he had 3 players left from this current team, from the York City team, in the first 11 for him, because he clearly didn't ban transfers in the first window like I did. He had Jameson, Ferguson and McFarlane in his starting 11. That was it. Everyone else was ripped out. So I am playing with, a worse hand than him. If you go have a look, it's a great little read, the article on his tactic. He went like 43 wins in one season. You play 46 games in the league. It's pretty impressive. The tactic clearly worked very well for what he was doing, and he got the right players to fill the role. So I feel like there is some mid-maxing and some improvements to do. So they weren't happy with the fact that I gave McNutty away for free, but I don't care. He's a dick. He can go. So let's start simming forward as we have Kers Ashton today away at 3 o'clock kickoff. Dorrell, I'll just let Dorrell regain his fitness in the reserves. That'll be fine. Kempster is back. That is good as well. So we're going to roll with this tactic again. We played we played amazing last game, clearly. But Dan Maguire felt like shooting like an absolute donut and blasted everything out their goalkeeper. So hopefully we can kill off some of the chances that we get. And we are still top of the league. 1 game in hand, 2 points clear. We were way more than that, but we've scuffed it up the last couple of games. So let's see what we can do against them. I'm playing a 4-4-2, so we should be fine. I'm not sure why you're on the bench. Why are you on the bench? Who's missing? Tate the Taint. Tate the Taint. Sorry, you're going to hear my dog in the background licking himself, cleaning. I've just been for a walk. He's enjoying himself. So he should now sleep on my bed. Hopefully he won't snore and ruin the audio for this episode. Wouldn't be the first one he's done that for. I had to try and mute it as much as possible. That was great fun. Assertively, it's a great opportunity to put the pundits that have been on our back. We've had a couple of little rough games, so let's try and fire the boys back up and make sure we right those wrongs. Little creative off the bat. Get the boys inspired if we can. No, they don't give a shit about what I said. I don't blame them. Oh, good turn, York. Well done. And a good... that is what we want. West York with his 8th goal of the season. Assisted by Callum Griffiths, who is our top assists. And he's got the best average rating out of our squad. So as much as I want to play Nathan Dyer and improve him, when you've got a 30-year-old... What? No. What are you doing? No. Pick a time. Oh, this has ruined it. Oh, I'm going to have to cut this out. No. Can you... How do I do this? Tomorrow. Okay. Piss off. We're back. I don't know how much action I've missed. Frickin' Windows and Facebook popping up with random BS. I'll tell you when I want to do an update. Oh, go on, McLaughlin. Oh, good save by the keeps. Ah. It's twice now where something's derped up on the screen because, well, first time I was an idiot and clicked an advertising board. This time it's Windows being Windows. 1-0 up, away from home. I seem to be doing alright. Now I've got into the instructions myself and I've now telling the centre-halves, no matter what happens, just don't time mark the strikers because that clearly was causing us an issue. And that's so I can get to... 2-0. Well done, Ben. Good finish, son. And that's so I can get centre-halves who are absolutely rapid and can keep up with any striker, and then they can go toe-to-toe with them and nice and tight. It'll be fine. Or if I know I'm playing up against a striker who's very slow and it's just strong, I can tell my team to play tight against him. But not like this, I can't. So, not when they're quicker than me and they just batter me over the top. See, he looks quite tall, so we've got a chance. That's a good chance. See, like, you score a nice goal with your left foot and you put it in the bottom corner, and then you go and do something like that with your right, and it just makes me question your decision making, really. That's a great knock to York. Good chance. Narrow angle. Oh, it's in! How? Oh, my word. That should not have gone in. I feel sorry for them, if I'm honest. I think the game is saying sorry for last time out. I'm not going to lie, after the last game, I got very angry, kind of saved it and shut it down. I'm not going to save skim, that's BS, but yeah, I was not happy. I feel like if a defender there runs in, like, he runs in, he might hook that ball off that line. We're going to have another replay because he's onside. Is it going to show it all the way through again? Yeah. No, it's not. Well, Ben's got 2 goals, York's got 1 and an assist. Oh, does it count as an assist? Because it hit the... probably not. It doesn't count as an assist. Oh, well. Griffiths. That's a terrible pass straight to their player. Well done. Bond is doing very well, though. Getting the ball back. Breaking up the play. Here goes McLaughlin. If we're 3-0 up with about 60 minutes to go, I might switch to the 5 at the back one and have a little watch to see if it... Because I can then in the second half view the stats and do the analytics off screen and see what it's doing. So at the moment we're dominating and we're 3-0 up and pretty comfortable. So at half time I might switch to the 5 at the back and have a little watch of what it's doing and see if it's viable for the future or not. I would have to take York off though, which would be a shame because he is playing very well. Langstaff to Ben. He's got 2 goals. Can he get a hat-trick? That's a good, robust tackle though. If he's not offside, My defensive line is concerning. He is offside. Well done. Assistant, that one's very slow. Sip of tea. I will cut that from the audio. Ask you to Ward. Forward to Ghana. Sinclair. Dog, can you stop? Can you stop licking the pillow? I don't know what you're doing, but you are licking... Duke, no. Oh, Hickman. Hickman with a half a chance there. Sorry, I'm going to just tell my dog off. I'm also a little bit worried that the 3 of my back 4 are all been booked. So that's not the greatest of things in the world. I probably could go in and tell them to stop crunching the opposition, but it's working so far, so I'll tell them to calm down at half time and see if that old trick works. Sinclair's burst past Oliver and Jameson makes the save. Can we have a little bit more? I'm going to demand more out of my team because they haven't been exactly wonderful. I feel like the third goal was a little bit fortunate, and they've come into the game ever since then. They've clearly made a little tactical tweak, and it's worked for them. Griffiths with a lump forward towards McFarlane. Good nod down to York. York now with the ball driving at the defence. Turns back, finds Griffiths in that inside slot, and it's a good ball to McFarlane. He fires. Keeper turns it around for a corner. Very, very nice play there by the boys. Griffiths with the corner in. And it's Oliver with the header, and Mason tips it over the bar. Another good save by their goalkeeper. That is wonderful for us. Griffiths again with the corner in. Oliver with another chance. Their marking at a set piece is clearly terrible. Oliver slips away for his second goal of the season. It's another assist for Callum Griffiths. He's doing very well. Good header, son. Back and hard and low. That is what you're taught when you're a kid. That's 4-0. I'm definitely going to change the tactic at half time to have a look at it. We are absolutely cruising in this game. Cruising. I'll see myself out. I'm sorry. We've been spectacular. This is how the last game should have gone. It clearly didn't because we got absolutely FM'd and I was fuming about it. So, passionately, I'm very pleased with the performance. I'm then going to tell you three. How do I do this? There we go. Selected players. I need you to watch your step before you get another booking, you three. And we're going to go into tactics and go and click that into 5 at the back. And it will be York who will be sacrificed. I'm going to bring on Tate, I think. I'm going to put Oliver in the cover role because he is ball playing midfielder, defender, ball playing defender. McLaughlin in auto. I need to work out what I want this role to be doing. That's the one thing I haven't worked out yet. He's just going to burst forward and bomb on, and that's very well. What do I want you to be doing? I think Calero, but Calero drops the willing to press, so I might just leave it in centre mid auto and see how that gets on. Let's go with that and see how we're crack-a-lacking. Yeah, let's start with that. Let's not make too many subs. I would like to get Dyer some more match fitness, but not quite yet. Also, Griffiths is on for a hat-trick of assists, unless he's already got it. I haven't been paying too much attention. Let's see if I can get this tactic, see if it works, fundamentally. Hopefully it does. It's built on the same premise as the other tactic, so that is a pretty awful pass. Good press. Just trying to watch the overall shape of the team to see what certain players are doing. That is the only thing I am worried about, is I can get doubled up and wide. So if we are against a team of wing play, they are going to be 2v1 a lot of the time unless the centre mids have come across. So let's just see that. There's a ball over the top for Sinclair. Yeah, Shepherd out-ish. It's not too bad. It's a bad angle to be shooting from. It's a lot of highlights very early on in this half. I feel like a goal's coming. Probably for them by the looks of things. Hooked away by Ferguson. Well done, Sonny. Well done, Sonny Jim. But we are cruising. up to the 50th minute mark, but like I said, a lot of highlights. Oh, that's a good goal for them, that. It's a good finish, that. Don't know why I've gone and changed my accent all of a sudden. Oliver wins the header. He's walking backwards and he hits it on the volley. Griffiths is not quite tight enough to him. It's a good finish. I'm just going to tell my team to get creative, I think. Yeah, some are pressured, but some are inspired. That will do me. Ben, can he complete his hat-trick? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, here we go. There's a chance, and he has. That's a smash, that is, with his left peg. I think he might be left-footed. By just have a little inkling, just a little bit of a brainwave there. We're going to guess he's left-footed. That was a very nice finish. Lagstaff does well, plays a little 1-2 with him, gives it back to him in the gap. No one's marking him, he smashes it near post for the easy hat-trick. 6 goals this season, he joined us late as well. 9.6, everyone's playing well apart from Taint, who's just come on, so it doesn't really matter that he's not playing great. What is the tactic doing? I'll have to have a look after. I might leave it on screen, actually. I might do it on screen, what I'll be looking at and how I'll be looking at it. I was good at this game at building tactics. That was a long time ago. Oh, that's a chance for Garner. I wonder if I want all 3 of my centre-halves on cover, or if I want 2 of them or 1 of them. That is something I have to try and work out in this formation. Good turn by McFarlane. Ball across was a bit meh. Bond closes down. That's a long ball over the top, and Taint has been ruined by Smith and scores. That's a little bit too easy there, Taint. Little bit too easy. It's just a smash of a ball, and you've been beaten by that. What is the tactic doing out of possession? Higher line. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling to myself, really. Let's try even higher line to see if that helps the press out or not. See, I want Oliver to be the furthest man back. I want him to be sitting in a borderline a sweeper role. I'm putting my finger on the screen. That doesn't really help. Doesn't seem to be happening, though. It is 5-2 and with 8 minutes to go, so I think the game is over. So the tactic hasn't ruined it for us, and we haven't gone and got battered in the second half and lost the game. So all ends well, I suppose. Let's bring on Dyer for some runabouts, and let's bring on Newton for Spratt because he's got a yellow card, and Newton is also left-footed, so he can play there, no problemo. Two centre mids seem to be very close. Smith has just got... Oh, he is offside. I was going to say, Smith is just running amok of like 5 defenders. They've now gone 3 up top. I like it. Let's drop this to balanced. Just try and hold it a little bit more. So the other tactic just drops the defensive line, doesn't it? We'll just go lower and we'll go like that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll press them, but we'll let them come on to us a little bit, so then we'll go, bah! There we go. Yeah, we're kind of just letting them lump the ball over the top. That's really what they're doing. Newton with the ball away to Lagstaff. There's a big gap in the midfield, and now we can counter using that gap. McFarlane has picked up the ball quite well. He's driving at the box. A lumping ball towards Cook. They've definitely been better side. They've definitely been the better side second half because the stats have slowly suggested that. So the tactic is not perfect at all, but that is the first trial run of it. I only built it last night as something a little bit different to add to this series because I want another tactic ready for next season if I can. And tell the boys that the efforts were well. Good win, boys. Well done. You, Ben. Well done, Benny. Well done, Benny. Very happy with your performance. You're a little gem. That will do. Joe Taint came on and got a lower rating than the rating that you start with, so that's not great. And Hereford dropped points, I believe. Did they drop points? Or am I... No, they didn't play. I'm being a weirdo. 5 points clear with 31 games played, with 15 games to go then in this division. So it looks like we are in the driving seat to our own destiny. You are superb in front of goal. Well done, Sonny, Jim. A lot of these players now are saying that they need more competition, as in a better league, for them to improve. So hopefully we can get a promotion. Players like Ben and Charlie Oliver, the centre half, will kick on to another gear and improve again. And then it's at that point you can then maybe sell them to a club and replace them. And use some Moneyball-like tactics to keep the money flowing. I think I'm going to sneak one more game into this. So I am going to sim ahead to the Southport game. Just speak normally. Sim ahead to the Southport game and I will catch you then. We are back for the game against Southport. Let's crack-a-lack into this. I'm going to run with the same team because we played very well last time, and I'm going to play with this formation because it's doing the job at the moment. I will keep on testing the formations when I get a chance. Let the guys warm up. Cheers for the boardroom flash for no reason. D. Mooney. Dan. Hello, Dan. Plays alright, to be fair. Who's their star player? You are ex-Salford. Don't recognise you. Let's tell the boys that it's a great opportunity to give the fans and the pundits a reason to shout about you. And let's get on with it. Southport are 14th in the league and we're at home, so I expect a nice, comfortable victory, but you never know. You never know with this game. Get creative nice and early on. Griffiths with the drive. That is deflected straight to Mooney. That's a good run by the lad. Oh, good tackle, Griffiths. I like that. He tracks back. He makes up for his mistake and he gets the foot in. Passion by the lad. McLaughlin with the ball in. Oliver. Oh, he's a threat. There is some pre-made corner routines as well that come with this tactic. And Oliver... right there is a serious threat. If you get a centre half who's maybe a little bit taller than Oliver and better in the air than Oliver, you might get like 10 to 15 goals out of a centre half from corners in a season. That would be excellent for any campaign. So it's a serious bonus. I can get 5 goals a season out of Oliver out of that position. I'll be very happy with that. Ferguson with a great ball over top for Langstaff, who is away. He's tackled, gets the ball back and finds the back of the net. It's a scruffy goal from a corny Langstaff. But it's in the back of the net and that will do the job for his 9th goal of the season. The Southport defenders don't have a clue what just happened. It was an absolute shambles at the back. Langstaff is through and away. He then takes a bad touch. It gets tackled, deflected back to him, and the goalkeeper's out of position and already falling over. Hanford had no chance there. Thank God for us. I'm going to shout demand more, and that is a cheap goal. So we will take it and run and hopefully add a little bit more to it. McLaughlin with a good tackle. He's won the ball back high up. Poor cross. Got blocked. He found Langstaff, who can't turn. No, but the ball comes back to McLaughlin, who smashes the ball and it goes out for a throw-in. Good early start by the boys. They're having a go. I'll give them that. McLaughlin with the corner in. McFarlane goes up for it. Spratt recovers the ball, finds Bond, York, Griffiths, takes over. He looked over at McLaughlin and went, no, this is my ball. I'm the assist king. I have just tried to sign Ferguson on a deal. I have just penciled in a deal with him. So hopefully we'll have Ferguson for at least 2 more years after this season, as well as the option to add an extra year. So that could be a 3-year contract for Ferguson. That would be great for us. He is a star player and he is a good fullback at what he does. And he also can play defensive winger. So he's a good player to have around a squad and he will definitely be useful for at least 3 years, I'd expect. He is only 25 as well, so we'll have him for his peak and prime. Langstaff does well to track back and fill up the gap and pick that ball off. And he does absolutely nothing with it. Oh, good holding up. It's a lump of a ball to Doyle. And Doyle repays a favour and lumps it to Oliver. It's a bit Route 1 at the moment. Oh, that's a bad bit of defending. Langstaff with half a chance. McFarlane wins the corner. 30 minutes played. It's been a bit long ball there. But it's been alright so far. McLaughlin with the ball in. Spratt. Oh, he's only 5'10", 5'11". Does very well to get up and drive at the ball though, Harry Spratt. I think it's Harry. It might not be Harry Spratt. Oh, I'm a genius. Harry Spratt. I know my players. Oh, York's got a knock. He's bruised his ankle. We're going to bring on Dyer in the defensive winger role. Do I play... Can you not play defensive winger? You clearly got to be better than Dyer at this role, though. No, really not. Well, he got higher aggression. That might be helpful in the defensive winger role. Let's go with Dyer. I'm sure he can fill the role. I'd like to teach Griffiths how to play there, but he is 30 years old, so maybe not. Mooney with the ball in. Bond hooks it away, and Bend finishes off the clearance. I'm just not going to use the second name. It's not a thing. That's casual, Ferguson. I'm not sure I appreciate it because my heart is in my mouth when I see you do something like that. I've still got PTSD from goalkeepers last year on FM where they just let balls roll past them. And Jameson holds on to that one. Nice throw to Ferguson. This is a bit slow and a bit boring. See if he can inject some pace with Ben driving through the middle. Smashes it with his left foot straight at the defender. There's not a great reason to be shooting there. Decision making needs to be a little bit better. Griffiths with the ball in. Ashley kicks the ball away. Why don't I just tell him to shoot less? Because he hasn't got many instructions on him in that role. It's another corner. Nothing comes of it. We're 1-on-1 at the back. That's concerning. But we're in at half time. I nearly said full time. In at half time, 1-0 up. We have received free booking. So it's been going alright. Let's see if that works. Oh, they've actually accepted that team talk. That is joyful. Set to talk. I need you to avoid a booking. A second booking. That would be great. Let's crack a lack with the second half as they get it underway. I'm not going to commentate the kickoff highlight because it is a kickoff highlight, but this is now a real highlight because it's flashed to that screen. Griffiths driving the ball forward in that inside wing back role, or inverted wing back role, should I say? It just sits a little bit narrower. Ben pick out a pass. Oh, good switch to McLaughlin. He's got lots of space to drive at. Gets into the box and shoots. Oh, McLaughlin with the goal. It's an absolute thunderblast into top bins. He's beat Hamford. All ends up. It's his 14th goal of the season. What a beautiful goal. That might be goal of the season, in my opinion. Lovely pass to set him up. Drives into the box and smashes it top bins. Keeper arguably could do better, but I'm going to take it. That is wonderful to see from McLaughlin. And we are in cruise control now, 2-0 up. That should calm any nerves that are remaining. McFarlane to McLaughlin. Oh, as quick as it was 2, it's now 3. Paddy McLaughlin has his 15th goal of the season with a header. Not even... Can you header? 5 heading. 5 heading. Stunning from the lad. 5 heading, and that's a great header. You should understand, this guy has 5 heading, and he does this. Oh, that's cool. He is kind of just let it hit his head, to be honest. I might have G'd up that header a little bit too much. He's kind of let it just hit his head, and the keeper's... When he sent it back the right way, and it's beating the keeper all ends up. McLaughlin, will he be greedy and go for a hat-trick? Oh no, he's right, Dyer! That was diabolical. Excuse the pun, but what is Dyer doing? He's not an open goal. He should be getting McLaughlin an assist. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to make a couple of little subs to stop some yellow cards. So Bond and Newton are coming on, and that will end the game. I think we've got 30 minutes to play. I'm going to kill the tempo. Let's lower the tempo all the way down to the floor. And we will slowly plod along. Sampson has a chance and smashes it. Is he not offside? What's going on? My defender and my goalie is having a right conversation. Is he not offside? Let's watch this. No, I think he's just onside. Well, that's 3-1. That's going to make it a little bit fruity. Here comes the offside VAR. Is that not off? That's off. Is that not offside? I think he is offside. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the shutdown tactic now. I'm trying to kill the game off. 15 minutes to play here. Let's oh shit. We might be in for a little bit of a bit of a Hail Mary at the end here. I would just say get creative. That's probably the right instruction. I want them to concentrate and not frick this lead up. That's it. No more highlights. No more highlights. No more highlights. No more highlights. No, don't do it to me. Are you actually serious? What is that? He just cleared the ball and blasted it straight into his face. No, you don't jump to header that. Newton, that's got to be a really shit clearance. I've ruined this game with a freaking tactical blunder. Green is not good in that role. I ruined it by playing Green in the defensive midfield role. I'm blaming Green. It's my fault. It's purely my fault, but I'm going to blame Green because I can. Dyer to Green. Long ball over top. Griffiths. Can we win this 4-3? Come on, boys. Griffiths. That was awful. Shout, shout, shout. Get creative. Go. Langstaff, it's on the crossbar, it's John Stown, it's on the line, it's in! It's in! Get in! Kyle McFarlane, he's won it! Surely he's won it! My waves are up, my hands, I've lost it. I've lost what I'm trying to say. My arms are waving all over the place. What is going on with this game? He's trying to give me a heart attack. Oh, it bounces on the line. I have no words. I have absolutely no words for what we've just witnessed. And now I'm just told him to get creative after the goal. Can we not play with the ball at the back? There we go. Get the ball out and away. McFarlane. Oh, he's killed it. This team at times does some really weird things and it freaks me the frick out. We're now 5-3. It's just looking like a boring game at like 2-0. I thought, it's a boring game. McLaughlin scored a nice little wonder goal to kill the game off as well. But no! This is like 5 goals in the last... Oh, wow, about 25 minutes. So, but yeah, 2 late goals. Spratt has a chance. Oh, good save by the keep. That was nearly 6-3. Oh my idiot. I'll give it to them. In the last 2 games where I've shouted at them, don't get yellow carded in the second half, they haven't got yellow carded in the second half. So that does seem to work most of the time. So I'm going to take that and run with it and use that every time I see someone's got a booking. Good hit, Oliver. Langstaff or in towards McFarlane. Can we just end the game? Just end the game now, ref. Oh, I'm actually out of breath. This has been mental. Absolutely mental chicken oriental. Well, that's the end of that game. We win 5-3 with an absolute shit show at the end. And this is why it's not kid friendly, because I will say shit like that. Holy muck fuckballs. What has happened? What have I just witnessed? I wish I had a face cam. My arms went all over the place when we scored. Carl McFarlane kills the game off with 2 goals in the last couple of minutes of stoppage time. Southport must be gutted with themselves. They feel like they rescued a point out of that game. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna say that. Let's not get complacent. Is there anyone I can criticise? No, not really. Passionately, well done for your performance, mate. You done very good, McLaughlin. Well, that has been the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go and play a couple more games now to try and skip ahead in the season a little bit more. Let's try and pick out a nice game for us to come back for. Is there any good ones? Well, there's a good one, isn't it? 3rd and 2nd. So we'll come back for Spennymoor. Until then, have a good time. Happy New Year, as it is now the 1st of January I'm recording this on. And, as always, peace out.